Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain how to create this kind of pattern. This is called as number pattern. In my previous video, I have already explained how to create star pattern. 6 kinds of star pattern I have shown. Now today I'm going to explain how to print number pattern in Java using nested loop. So let's begin. So I have already created projects in Intel. Now I'm going to write code for printing that pattern. So if you see in this pattern, what I'm having what? Total 4 lines. So 1, 2, 2, triple 3 and 4 times 4. Already I have explained in my previous video in details like how to decide how many rows is to be taken and how many column is to be taken. So here you can see what I'm having. I'm having total 4 rows, and in first row I'm having 1 column, in second row I'm having 2 column, third row 3 column, and here I'm having 4 column. So I'm going to take outer loop as I and inner loop as j, and then what should be printed over here, that we have to decide. So here you can see I'm having 1, then I'm having 2 times 2, 3 times 3 and 4 times 4. If you can observe here, these are nothing but values of I. Why? Because these values are not changing. So once it is printing 1, then twice it is printing 2, thrice it is printing 3, and 4 times it is printing 4. So that means it is taking what value of outer loop, because my inner loop gets changed depending on value of I. So these are what? Nothing but your outer loop value. So let me go to IntelliJ and let me write code for this. Okay, so for this what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one for loop for int I equal to 1 semicolon I less than or equal to 4, because I want to print 4 lines I plus plus. So this is going to be my outer loop, which is going to decide how many lines you want in your pattern. And then in my inner loop, I have to write condition for what? The pattern, whether you want forward pattern or backward pattern, you want proper triangle or you want inverted triangle. So here I'm creating j variable, initializing it with value 1, and then since I want forward triangle or proper triangle, so therefore I'm writing j less than or equal to 1 and here j plus plus. And then after this what I'm going to do, I'm going to write line for printing my numbers. So my numbers are there in I variable, so I just wrote what? Print I, and then I'm going to remove this ln because I want to print it on the same line. So after completing one line, what it should do? It should go to the next line. So for that, I'm just printing a simple blank println statement. Now let's execute the program and see output. So you can see it has printed 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4 times 4, but there is no space between this 2, 3 and 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some spaces after this I. Okay, so now you can see I'm getting proper output. So now you can see I'm getting proper output because I have put spaces over here. Okay, so this was regarding your pattern 1. Now let's concentrate on pattern 2. So in pattern 2, if you can see, first it has printed what? 1. Then it is printing 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, and lastly it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can see, these are nothing but values of j. So what I have to do in my program, just I have to make one changes, that is instead of I, what I have to do, I have to put what? J over here and then rerun the program. Okay, so now you can see here I'm getting 1, then again I'm getting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. How I'm getting this output? Because the j value again restarted when this value gets incremented. So therefore I'm getting this kind of output. So now let's go to the third output. You can see here what I'm having 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I'm taking I, I'm getting this kind of pattern. If I'm taking J, I'm getting this kind of pattern. So I have to do something different for this. So you can see here my value is getting incremented by 1. So here it was 1, then 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I can do, I can take one counter variable and I can increment that counter variable inside my inner loop. Then I can get this pattern easily. So let's do that changes. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create one count variable. So int count equal to 1. Then instead of printing this j value, what I'm going to do, I'm going to print count value, and then I'm going to increment value of this count variable. So here I'm going to add one more line, that is count plus plus. Okay, so now you can see I'm getting the expected output. First I'm getting 1, then I'm getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How it is working actually, let's understand. So initially my count value is 1, my I value is 1, as well as my j value is 1. So 1 less than equal to 1, yes, so it will print my count value, that is 1, and then it will increment count as well as it will increment j. Now j becomes true, condition is false. So what will happen, it will iterate over here. Now my I becomes 2 and it will come over here. J is 1. Is 1 less than equal to 2? Yes. So what it is going to do, it is going to print count, which was 2. Then count will be incremented. Count becomes 3 now, and here j becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 2? Yes. So 3 will be printed, and then again count becomes 4, and here j becomes 3. 3 not less than or equal to 2. So what will happen? It will come over here and it will increment I. Similarly, it will print rest of the value. One modification you can do here, if you don't want to write count increment after this SOP, what you can do, you can just put comma and you can write count plus plus in this for loop also. So this is also a proper syntax and it is going to give you expected output. Okay, so you can see now I got the output after changing this also. So this is another way. If you want to increment value of more than one variable, you can just put comma and you can write over here. Similarly, you can write here also if you want to initialize values. Okay, so now this completes my 3 pattern. Now let's move to the another 3 pattern. Okay, so now for printing this kind of pattern, what we have to do, we have to write 2 for loop. One for loop is going to be there for this triangle and another for loop is going to be there for this triangle. So the first triangle you can see is nothing but a inverted triangle. So here I have to write reverse loop, and this is my forward or proper triangle. So I need to write proper for loop. So, and the pattern you can see is same as this pattern. So in printing, what I have to do, I have to print value of I. So now let's do the changes in the program. Okay, so now let me remove this count variable. Instead of count, what I'm going to have, I'm going to have simple space. Okay, and then I have to change this condition also. I have to make this reverse loop. So I'm going to write j equal to 4 and then j greater than or equal to I, and here I should write what, j minus minus. And then after printing this, what I have to do, I have to print my value of I also. So again I'm going to run one for loop for int k equal to 1 semicolon k less than or equal to I semicolon k plus plus. So in sout, what we have to do, we have to print value of I variable and remove this ln. Now let's run. You can see I'm getting output. I'm not getting spaces in between this. So I should add what spaces after this I. Okay, now you can see we got the expected output 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, but it should be in this pattern. Now let's move to the second pattern. Second is almost same to this, just instead of I have to write what, J. So let's make the necessary changes. I'll make it J. Okay, so it is giving me error because J I have used for printing space. Here I'm having K variable. So I'm writing K. So now what I'm getting 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was what expected one. Now let's come to the last pyramid pattern. Last I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what I have to do? Just take a count variable and print the count value. So here I'm going to increment count variable, and here instead of k I need to write what? Count and rerun the program. Okay, so you can see now I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this was nothing but the output which we were interested. So this way you can create any kind of number pyramid pattern. Just remember one thing, that is what should be your outer loop and what should be your inner loop. Okay. So I hope you like this video and I hope you like my coding style. Friends, if you like my coding, the way I explain, please join my channel by subscribing it. Also hit bell icon to receive notification from my channel. Friends, don't forget to share my videos as much as possible. Also, please hit the like button. See you in my next video with a new topic. Till that, bye bye and take care.